Love you.
All right, here we are again, back for another episode of Brad and Mira for the Culture, the Otherppl show's weekly pop culture assessment. I am Brad Listi, here as always with my friend and co-host, Mira Gonzalez. Good morning, Mira.
Good morning, and hello to our valued listeners, all wonderful people who are important. Thank you for listening.
Today's episode is brought to you by Penguin Press, publisher of the debut novel Pan by Michael Clune. Pan, Mira, is a novel about a brilliant teenager's first panic attacks and how they lead him down the rabbit hole. It is by Michael Clune, who is the critically acclaimed author of the memoir Whiteout, The Secret Life of Heroin. This sounds like somebody you would be into.
I actually love Michael Clune. Whiteout is an amazing book. I have not, it's the only book of his that I have read. I definitely should branch out, but I have brain damage that makes it hard to read. But I loved Whiteout. I think he's great. And I'm sure his new book will also be amazing.
It's a psychedelic, again, Pan is the name of the novel. It's a psychedelic debut and a timeless coming-of-age story. It was longlisted for the Center for Fiction's 2025 First Novel Prize.
Hell yeah, go Michael.
Kaveh Akbar says that it is deliciously observed and ferociously strange. Like a great painter, Clune can show us the mind, the world, with just a few well-placed verbs. So once again, the book is called Pan, the debut novel by Michael Clune, available from Penguin.
Check it out.
And Mira, did you know that my company launches on Tuesday, August 12th?
You know, Brad, I did hear through the grapevine that your company, Deep Dive, launches on August 12th, which is a Tuesday. Finally. Brad has been working on this for a very long time and very hard. I have to say, he is not sleeping anymore. Pray for Brad.
I've given everything.
He's put everything into it.
It launches on Tuesday. Deep Dive specializes in the creation of long-form educational audio courses, and the debut course from Deep Dive is called How to Write a Novel. It features more than 50 hours of never-before-heard insight and instruction from dozens of today's most celebrated contemporary authors. So it's more than 36 instructors, more than 50 hours of original, never-before-heard content. And then there's also bonus content. There's
Jesus.
like 20 plus hours of bonus content from the Otherppl show. Yeah, so it's a beast.
Damn.
There's never been a writing course quite like this one, Mira.
I mean, and I gotta say, and this is not just me hyping up Brad, because we all know that I usually do the opposite of hyping up Brad, but the writers that Brad has here are genuinely some of my favorite writers, and I think that their insight probably will be valuable.
Yeah, it's awesome, and I'm very proud of it, and I'm excited that it's going to be live on Tuesday, August 12th. Deep Dive goes live, and just so people understand, you can stream the course online if that's how you want to do it, but there is also a Deep Dive app, and you can download the app to your phone or whatever, and you can listen wherever you are. So this is designed for convenience. You can take the course while you're commuting, or you're at the gym, or you're doing dishes, like whatever it is. It's meant to be user-friendly and to fit into people's lives. And it's also big enough, in scale, that it's the kind of course that a person could kind of take with them over the course of a calendar year while they work on a draft of their book. So it can be kind of like your wingman or your wingwoman.
You can learn something during if you have a long commute, if you're on the subway, if you're I don't know, if you're cleaning your house, if you're wanting to sit down and focus. I do genuinely feel like it's good for all of those things.
I'm going to give Mira the course. I'm going to gift it to her as my friend and co-host, and she can take it. Maybe she'll write a novel.
Yeah, maybe. Although don't get my agent too excited.
Your poor agent has wanted you to write a novel for like a decade.
My long-suffering agent. Shout out to her. She really goes through it. But I do think that Brad's Deep Dive course could change the course of events for me and my agent. And, you and your agent, or you and you might write the novel that you want. It's certainly possible. And Brad, I do want to make sure that you actually give people proper instructions for finding this valuable information, such as how can they find the Deep Dive app? Is it just called Deep Dive? They can search that on the Apple Store or the Google Play Store?
Well, here's the thing. Okay, that's actually a really good question because the website for Deep Dive is www.deepdive.audio. And right now it's just like a landing page where people can join the wait list.
Deepdive.audio.
Yeah, but on Tuesday, August 12th, it's all going to change. It'll be more robust. You'll be able to buy the course and get the Deep Dive app. And the thing about launching a new app in the App Store at this point in history is that there are multiple apps out there with Deep Dive in them somehow. And the SEO, I've been informed that the SEO and the search function within these app stores can be spotty, and it can take a long time for your app to sort of like show up in search, even if people search Deep Dive audio courses.
Right.
Which is what people, that's the best search term I could give you. But sometimes the app, like for me, it doesn't show up. And so what I would recommend is go to deepdive.audio, and there is a section of the website about the app, and there are links. There are buttons that you can click that are direct links to the apps in the App Store. And I'm going to be sharing them on social media. I'm going to figure out ways to make it really easy. But if you need anything, just email me, letters@otherppl.com. I can give you the links. And
you can call him at 310-74. No, it's not even his real phone number. I'm just making up shit, I promise.
Maybe I should just start handing out my phone number. But speaking of getting to know people, I got recognized on the street just like an hour ago when I was walking Twiggy.
Wow, our podcast has become that popular. You're a celebrity now.
Yeah, I'm like listening to a book, like my morning ritual. This is how I get the reading done for the literary portion of this podcast.
You mean you weren't listening to our podcast again?
No, I listen to that on Thursdays and Fridays just to do QC. I'm devoted to quality, so I like to listen to it to make sure it sounds good. But I was walking the dog, listening to a book, and I'm walking past a coffee shop, and this guy looks at me and says something, and I kind of like take out an earbud, and he's like, "I love your podcast."
Wow.
And he was sitting there with a woman, and I kind of like joked. I was like, "Oh, so you're the one." And then I shook his hand and like said hello to these people. They were very nice. And they noticed that I was wearing, I just so happened, randomly happened to be wearing an Otherppl t-shirt.
Right, just randomly. You don't just, it's just, oh, whoopsie, I was just wearing the shirt of my podcast. I hope no one recognizes me.
Yeah. So my ego is like so inflated. I'm like, oh my God, I'm getting recognized in the street. I'm a podcaster. This is incredible. And then I immediately, like almost instantly became like crushingly self-conscious because I was fully branded.
I mean, it is impressive as a podcaster, an audio format, to have your face recognized. That's like approaching Mark Maron levels. So watch out, Joe Rogan. Here we come.
That's right. We're going to be huge. We are a cultural force to be reckoned with. And like Mira, it's going to be difficult for us to go out in public.
Yeah, that's right. We're going to have to develop disguises. I'm going to get a wig. I'm going to have to cover my tattoos. It's going to be a whole situation. But, we're grateful for our fan base. Our fans are everything to us.
That's right. And if you want to reach us, the email address for the show is letters@otherppl.com. We keep encouraging people to leave us voice memos, like record a voice memo with your phone if you want to rant about something or respond to the show in some way, or just share your thoughts on something related to pop culture. Like whatever it is, you can email those voice memos to us at letters@otherppl.com. We might play them right here on the program.
Yeah. Or even just tell us like a particularly good personal anecdote. If it's funny and interesting, we will put it on this podcast. We have no rules, except that Mira has to format the notes because Brad doesn't know how to do that. So that's our only rule. Besides that, I mean, send us some audio. We will play it. I mean, if you're feeling shy about your voice, you can write us a letter. And if that's interesting, we'll read it out. But, audio is a bit more exciting. So send us a note. And, Brad, I gotta say, being recognized was maybe the second most exciting thing that happened to you this week.
Yeah, I mean, I guess it was last week. It was Friday. I turned 50 officially.
Wow. So Brad is officially a senior citizen. I did get him a membership for AARP, which from what I understand is like AAA, but for old people instead of cars.
Yeah, I got the envelope. I have not opened it.
Did you seriously?
They sent it to you. Like, it shows up at your house like clockwork.
What? Okay, what actually is AARP?
I think it's the American Association of Retired Peoples.
Like, what do they do?
I think maybe you get like a discount when you go to the movies.
I mean, honestly, that's pretty sick. Like, at the movies specifically, like, you could go see the Minecraft movie like 10 times and, you know, you would maybe save $10.
Yeah, I'll take that discount. Oh. But there's a card in the envelope. I think you get like a card. That means you're like a member.
You get discounts in most weed stores too.
Do you?
Yeah. It's usually senior citizens and like veterans will get discounts.
So, yeah. So I turned 50. It was like I think I told you in a previous episode, it was the first birthday that I've ever had that I actually really thought about. I don't think 30 didn't matter to me. 40 didn't matter to me, but I was like, oh my God, I'm 50. Like, death is approaching rapidly. So I got up on my 50th. It was like, then there's the question of like, how do you mark the moment? It feels like stressful. I honestly feel bad for Carrie because like I went through this with her. She's a year older than I am. So I went through this as the spouse of somebody who turns 50 and you're trying to figure out like what to do. It's like you feel like you're going to be a failure if you don't like organize something awesome. So we went to Cabo for her 50th.
That's a good way to celebrate.
Yeah, it was awesome. It was awesome. So we did that. And then I'm not like a huge fan of holidays, as anybody who has listened to this show for any number of months or years probably knows about me. It's just annoying, you know, but I was like, I think I'm just going to get up and go hiking. I'm going to go on like a really special, like good hike that I've always wanted to do.
That checks out.
So I got up early and I drove like way up into the Santa Monica Mountains, like far North County, essentially, like out past like Calabasas and Thousand Oaks and everything.
Okay, right.
And then I go up into the mountains, just like on these crazy winding roads.
It's and beautiful up there.
Yeah, I hike to the top of Sandstone Peak, which is the tallest mountain peak in the Santa Monica mountain chain.
Can you drive up to that? Is that where I used to go to do drugs when I was a teenager?
I mean, you can't drive to the top. You have to walk.
So I was somewhere else on top of a mountain.
Yeah. So I was out there, and the beauty of it too is that there was really nobody out there except for me. I didn't see anybody, which is odd.
It was like 4 a.m, probably, right?
No, I didn't, because the drive took me an hour to get there, so I didn't start hiking until like 7:30. Wow. But I start hiking, and I'm kind of out there in the middle of nowhere, and I'm 50, and it feels like a little bit existential. And I was thinking about like mountain lion attacks, and I was like, what if I have a heart attack out here just by myself? My dog just eats me. And then I was also thinking about like, well, is somebody going to break into my car because I parked in this lot? That happens a lot, I guess, at these hiking trails because the parking lots are remote. You know, if you're out someplace in the hills, and it's an easy place to like break into somebody's car. So I don't know where I read that, but you're supposed to be extra careful about leaving valuables. So I was imagining somebody like ransacking my car. And then I was also thinking about the do you remember this, like the Malibu sniper?
Oh, like, yeah.
The guy who he lived in the park. Like what?
The Malibu trailer park, right?
No, he was up in, oh God, I'm totally forgetting. It's like Malibu, Malibu Canyon. No, it's north. I mean, it's up in the mountains, and it's like Malibu Canyon State Park. And it's this land that I want to say Ronald Reagan, and then the guy who is in Double Indemnity, I think his name's Fred McMurray. But people don't know this, but Ronald Reagan and Fred McMurray were like real estate barons in addition to being like actors.
That checks out.
They owned Malibu Canyon State Park.
Jesus Christ.
Some combination of them. One of them did, or both of them did. And so it was eventually donated, but there was a dude who was sort of, a little bit off his rocker, as I recall, and he was kind of living in the park and camping up there. But he got mad about people...
Oh, yeah, like camping in the wrong way, like leaving trash or something like that.
Yeah, and so I want to say he shot.
Oh, it's like a family.
Yeah, he shot some family that was camping in the park.
It was like in my memory, it was like in their tent. Like they were like either sitting in their tent or like sleeping in their tent. He just fucking shot into the tent.
Something like that. Just awful, but then this guy also would like post up with his rifle like somewhere in the hills, like with a view of Malibu Canyon Highway, like the little road that it's a beautiful drive, that kind of takes you from the hills down to the coast or vice versa. And I want to say like a producer who like produced some Tarantino movies.
Harvey Weinstein?
Like, no, it was like somebody else. It was like driving like their Tesla through the canyon. And then all of a sudden they're like, whoa, what happened? Like they heard something and
whoa.
The dude shot their car. Like there were bullet holes in the back of their car. Like he was just trying to snipe people. He eventually got arrested, but I was thinking about him.
If he was just sitting up there, like sniping every Tesla that he saw, like that's low key, like kind of based and hilarious.
Yeah, it's just like so crazy. Like America's so crazy. There's just some dude with a rifle in the park, and it's just like, oh yeah, that's just the guy who shoots people.
I gotta say, this does not sound like the most pleasant or relaxing birthday hike.
Yeah, I mean, you're just sort of alone with your thoughts, and you're 50, and there's this kind of like death vibe about turning 50. And then I also like, it's like this self-consciousness, like, am I doing the right thing for my 50th birthday? Am I like all of my, like, there's so many like rich friends of mine who are like, yeah, I'm going to Europe for like 2 weeks to like celebrate myself. And I'm like, oh God.
Yeah. Oh God.
Well, I'm not doing that. So like, I guess I'll go for this hike, and then I'm, hiking around this park, and I'm trying to like,
full of anxiety.
Yeah. I'm like trying to do it right. I'm like, do I like I should be great. I should be grateful. I should make this meaningful. I should be like happy to be alive, and I should be like thanking my heroes or something, like people who've like meant a lot to me. So I'm like almost like praying, like silently, like thanking people, but also like I'm kind of outside of myself, watching myself do this and being like, what are you doing?
Who did you thank? Did you just, I'm imagining you just like out there, like spending 10 minutes repeatedly thanking Billy Joel. Like, thank you for Uptown Girl. Thank you for Piano Man. Like, thank you for your fucking weird sunglasses. Thank you for representing bold men.
I did thank Jerry Garcia because we have the same birthday. I was like, happy birthday, Jerry. Yeah. Wow. It was very embarrassing. The whole thing, like turning 50 is just embarrassing. Birthdays are inherently embarrassing, but I think big round numbers, there's something embarrassing about it.
Yeah. Maybe you're like developing anxiety disorder in honor of your 50th birthday. Kind of sounds like it.
I mean, yeah, maybe. I don't know. Like, I think I'm kind of a fatalist. Like I'm not somebody who's like trying to like stop time, like I understand that it's unstoppable. So you just got to let it go.
Yeah. You got to embrace death. It's like samurais used to say, today is a good day to die.
Yeah, that's right. And so I was like ready for a mountain lion to, they say that if a mountain lion really attacks you, like really comes after you, typically you won't even know until it's like on top of you.
Yeah. You're fucked. Mountain lions are big as fuck. Like that shit is, I mean, do you normally think about mountain lions when you go hiking, or is this just like a birthday special?
I used to when P21 or whatever what was the
Rest
mountain lion?
Peace.
Yeah, the one that lived in Griffith Park. It was impossible not to think about it because that park is really not that big, for like a lion habitat. And then there's also like millions of people walking through that park every year. And it was just so bizarre to me that there was just like a wild lion. Like
really crazy shit.
Yeah. So I would get up at dawn, which is like prime hunting hour for a mountain lion. And in the winter, it's like still dark.
Just begging to be hunted by a mountain lion.
Yeah. I'm just like tempting fate. So I would get out there with my dog and I'd be like, maybe today's the day, but I never stopped me. And then, I think when I'm out in the true wilderness and I'm solo like that, it's like, well, if I were a lion and I was really hungry, like there's a dog and a guy, they could be easy to take out. And,
yeah, you might be a little like sinewy though, like not enough like fat, too much muscle. Like the lion probably wouldn't like it.
Yeah, well, and Twiggy's like emaciated. She's so skinny. She's such like a weird dog. But yeah, I don't know. It's just, it kind of adds an element. It's nice. I actually kind of like being in a place where that sort of thing is possible in a weird way. Like I like being in contact with like real nature. So it was a beautiful hike. I mean, the weather was gorgeous and like the views were spectacular. There was a marine layer on the ocean. So I was kind of sitting above the clouds when I was up there. And, like, I guess I could have invited somebody, but I never know who to invite. Like nobody wants to hike with me.
You'll like invite somebody and then they'll be like, Jesus fuck, now I have to wake up at 3 a.m. and go hiking with Brad and get eaten by a mountain lion. Like I do it because I love Brad, but this is awful.
You wouldn't have done it if I would have invited you. I'd been, Mira, I'm turning 50. Let's hike together. It would mean a lot to me. You would have been like, fuck you.
I would have been like, let's get breakfast afterwards.
I'll meet you for donuts.
Yeah, I'll meet you at the bottom. We can go get pancakes.
That's right. So I finished the hike and I get back to my car. Nobody broke into my car. And then I drove down to the coast and I was like, I should jump in the ocean. This is another part of like the weird psychology of turning 50. But I also do this traditionally on my birthday every year. I try to jump in the ocean on my birthday. I feel like there's something kind of baptismal and ritualized about it. So I drove down to the Pacific, but then in the aftermath of the Palisades fire, I'm sort of paranoid about chemicals in the ocean. Like
I was going to say.
Yeah, but the thing is, like, I was so far north that when I came out of the mountains, I was at Neptune's Net. You know, Neptune's.
Okay. Is it burned down now?
No. That's far north. Like that's way beyond
like
the
past
fire
Point
zone.
Doom.
Past Point Doom. So I was way up. It's Neptune's Net is in the movie Point Break. It's where Johnny Utah and Lori Petty, I think maybe they meet there, and he asks her to teach him how to surf. But I came out there and then I pulled off to the side of the PCH and there was like a surf bro with like 3 like really hot like young girls with him. And I think he was like their surf instructor maybe.
Yeah, sounds right.
And they had like Chanel bags. It was very weird. I was like,
on the beach, you're going to damage those Chanel bags.
Yeah. And so I'm like, I get out and I had to be quick because Twiggy was in the car. So I run down to the water and I dove in and then I just got right out. I didn't have a towel, so I was like all wet. I was like, that wasn't
sandy.
Really. Yeah, I was sandy. I was like, this wasn't really well thought out, but I did it.
It's probably cold. It sounds awful.
Yeah, it was cold, but I felt like that's part of it. You have to embrace
torture yourself in honor of your birthday.
Yeah, death is rapidly approaching. I'm going to jump into the freezing ocean.
You're like a birthday Grinch. Like there should be a book that's like the Grinch, but for birthdays. And he wouldn't be called. Instead of being called the Grinch, he would just be called Brad.
Yeah, and like my kids get so excited. Like my daughter loves a birthday. She decorated the house. There were balloons everywhere, and like
you woke up and popped all the balloons, tore the decorations down.
She stayed up until midnight decorating our house for me. And there's streamers. I mean, like the whole thing. She does this every year for everybody's birthday. She's very sweet.
That's got to make you want to celebrate your birthday a little. Like the same way that like you don't want to celebrate Christmas, but you have kids and it makes it kind of fun.
Yeah. I mean, listen, I'm like, I appreciate it and I want the kids to be happy. But then I felt like sort of bad because I was like, oh my God, they're like waiting to wish me happy birthday. But I left the house before anybody was awake. And then I jumped in the ocean. I drove home through Malibu and got to see all the fire damage for the first time. Have you done that yet?
Yeah, it's crazy.
Like it's gone.
It's wild.
Yeah, it's so sad. And
if you live in LA, like take a drive down PCH next time you have time because it's like worth seeing. It's really insane.
Yeah, so I got to see all of that, and then I get home, and open presents. I got some new Birkenstocks.
Wow, okay, 50th birthday sounds about right.
Yeah, I got the vegan clogs, which I just wear the same shit. I've had these vegan clogs forever. But I had, and then I had them repaired. I'm the guy who gets his shoes repaired. But
your vegan shoes repaired? It's not even real leather.
Yeah, no, but I just had like the soles redone basically, and the cork like repaired because I wanted like the actual like vegan part of the shoe was fine. It's like indestructible. It's made of like God knows what, but the cork and the sole was like kind of gone. I'd worn them down, but I got a new pair of those, and then. My parents got me a tree.
Okay. What kind of tree?
I decided to go with a Chinese elm.
Okay, so your parents were like, "We're going to buy you a tree. What kind do you want?"
Yeah, for our backyard. And I'm actually that's actually a really lovely gift.
Yeah, that's sweet.
So they're going to plant it today, actually. They're coming in a couple hours to plant this Chinese elm.
It doesn't sprout berries in the spring, right? Do not get a tree that sprouts berries in the spring.
No, I told her I needed something like drought resistant.
Okay, good.
That will provide shade. That's kind of the metrics that I gave her. And apparently these trees are pretty indestructible. So I need to landscape my backyard pretty desperately. And I kind of want to do it myself. Like obviously they're going to come plant the tree, but like the the other stuff. Like I kind of would love to learn how to design a garden.
That's wild. That's I've never like kept a plant alive in my life.
It's the kind of thing I want to be good at, you know? Like, I don't know if I ever will be, but I like to imagine myself like having a green thumb.
Yeah. Oh yeah. All the time. I imagine myself as someone who could like have a flower garden or like maybe like grow some herbs or, you know, at least keep an indoor plant alive. But no, I'm just, no.
Wait, didn't you tell me your sister's good at this?
She is actually. If you want help landscaping, she is. She worked for a nursery landscaping company for a super long time, and she recently came to my house and literally just like with her bare hands, like planted a patch of flowers and was just like, great, okay, we're going to plant these flowers. And now she like texts me like every other day. And it's like, did you water the fucking flowers? Like water the flowers, Mira.
Yeah. So we'll see. We'll see if I do that, but we're getting a tree. And,
if you want help from my sister, she's very frightening to men because she doesn't smile, but she's a good landscaper.
That's okay. I don't need a smiler. I just need somebody who knows what to plant.
Yeah, you can handle her.
So what else? Like I turned 50. I went for this hike and like solemnly imagined my own death and thanked all of my heroes and guiding lights.
Did you get a vegan cake?
No, I don't like cake, which is another way that I disappoint my children.
You don't get a cake just even for them, just for their sake?
I mean, I would, but they know, like, it's kind of a joke in my family. Like, I don't like cake. I'd rather eat pie. Like, if you made me like a blueberry pie, I would, and it was delicious, I would eat that. But
oh, you should have told me. I make a great pie. I'll make you a pie next year.
Yeah. So I do though really have a sweet tooth, and I love C's candies.
Wow, that is classic old person behavior. That's the way my grandma fucking goes rabid over C's candies. I got her like a C's candy delivery once for Mother's Day, and like she talks about it to this day. It was like 10 years ago.
Listen, I like, you know how I eat like a rabbit. I eat like leaves and twigs, and I'm like ridiculously disciplined. If you put an assorted box of C's chocolates in front of me, I essentially turn into like a sorority girl with an eating disorder.
Like, well, okay, so you're like, what? You're like eating the inside of the chocolates and you're like cutting them in half, like that kind of eating disorder situation, or like a binge?
No, it's like a binge. Like Carrie will like walk downstairs at like 11 o'clock at night, and I'll be like standing in the kitchen with like chocolate all over my face, just like shoveling these things into my mouth. And she'll be like, "What are you doing?" And I'll be like, "Nothing."
So like, what's your main? See, because I have to admit, even though like, yes, it's classic old person behavior, because my grandma liked C's candy so much when I was younger, she would go there with us a lot. And so I am allergic to chocolate. C's candy, though, does have a couple of non-chocolate options that I like really actually do go fucking wild for, and it's like my favorite. But I'm curious what your main favorite C's is.
I mean, it's just the assorted chocolates. The thing is, though, is that I really like the caramel. Like, this is the thing I don't understand about these assorted like boxes, is that there's always like the ones that nobody wants.
Yeah, that's why you got to design your own box. You can go in there and just point to chocolates and they'll just make you a box of your own.
Oh, really?
Yeah. You just say, I want a box, and then you go like, I want that one, that one, that one. They just put it in for you.
Well, the ones that I don't like, the only ones that I don't want are like the raspberry, like the fruity. I don't want fruit and chocolate mixed.
Interesting.
That's not good to me. That's
like a chocolate covered strawberry, you're not into it?
I mean, in the right context, sure. Right. But like, it's just like in a box of chocolates, I don't want the one with like raspberry filling. It's gross.
Doesn't go with chocolate. I'm not a chocolate consumer, so that is a little bit over my head, but I guess I get it.
It's so weird that you're allergic to chocolate.
I know, and I hate it. Like, I only found out that I was allergic to it like as an adult, like accidentally eating mole sauce and like having like my whole fucking body break out in hives because I have like hated it since I was a child.
Yeah. So they put like a candle in a box of C's candies, like as a joke, and sang to me, and I blew that out. And then I opened up my vegan clogs, and that was it. That was my birthday. And then I like slept. I think I went to bed that night maybe and slept wrong. You know how sometimes you just like you're on your pillow in a weird way, or you fall asleep?
Sometimes, every single night. I literally cannot remember a time when I did not wake up with weird neck pain every single fucking day.
Oh my God. Like, I've been in like excruciating pain for like the last 5 days. I've got like a knot like right back on the back of my like neck and shoulder from sleeping wrong.
Hot tip, ice, not heat.
Ice, not heat. Yeah. I mean, it just feels like the kind of thing that should happen as you turn 50, is to suddenly
or in my case, as you turn 10.
Yeah. And then I also just like coincidentally had a physical scheduled for like a few days after my birthday. And so I went to the doctor to get like my checkup, and my appointment was at 7:00 in the morning.
Whoa, what the fuck? That's like I feel like usually they're not open that early.
Yeah. I'm like, this is crazy.
That's wild.
I mean, I get that people need to go in before work. I guess that's what it is. But like, even for me, I was like, this is a little bit aggressive to be like, getting a blood draw at 7:00 in the morning.
Yeah. But, having someone like feel your balls at 7 in the morning can't be great.
It's interesting. Like, I keep losing my general practitioners because they become concierge doctors. Have you heard of this?
No.
Like, essentially they privatize, and you have to pay an annual fee of like $500 just for like the privilege of having them be your doctor.
And then you still have to pay for the appointments, I assume.
Oh yeah. It's like a membership fee. Jesus. And it gives them like, I guess, guaranteed revenue, and it makes them rich or whatever. And every time that happens, I'm like, okay, fuck this. Like, I'm just getting a physical. I'm not gonna do this. I'm not paying the private fee. So I keep having to switch doctors. And I went to this guy for the first time, and he gave me my physical. And my last doctor was a woman. She never did the cough test for me, like the hernia. Like,
she was like, your balls are none of my fucking business.
Yeah, I don't blame her. I'm like, dude. But like, part of me always wondered, like, I guess I'm just not good enough for the cough test. And it's also a little bit unprofessional because like that is like, I think something you should do in a physical.
Yeah, I think it's kind of important. You could get testicular cancer and shit like that. That's kind of a thing, I assume.
Yeah. So it's like, but I think she was just like, it's too much, which I guess is human. And then I went to this guy, and he did it. And it's like 7 in the morning. But I always want, like, what I'm desperate for is I'm desperate for my doctor to be like, so like, what do you eat? And they never do. Like, no general practitioner has ever asked me like what my diet is, because I feel like that's so fundamental to a person's health.
I mean, I feel like they only ask that if like your cholesterol is high or something like that. Like, if there's something wrong, they'll be like, what do you eat? Okay, don't eat that anymore. But they probably just like do your blood work, and they're like, you're good, whatever.
Yeah, I mean, my LDLs actually are elevated, which annoys me because I've been a vegan since I was like 20. And I'm very careful about what I eat, but there are other factors like genetics and stress and blah, blah, blah. So
yeah, and being a vegan doesn't necessarily mean that you're getting low cholesterol, although you probably are, knowing you.
Yeah, I mean, if you're vegan and you're like eating, or if you're like a vegetarian and you're just eating nothing but cheese and like processed food or, garbage sweets or whatever, then yeah, you're going to have issues. But like, I'm like the vegan who actually like just eats like lettuce and broccoli.
You're an actual fucking rabbit. You're like enjoying food. I don't know her.
I don't know, but I don't know what I have to do, because like there's a part of me that like doesn't want to have to take a statin.
What is that?
That's like it's basically like a cholesterol lowering medication that like old people have to take sometimes. And I kind of want to do it naturally, but I don't know at this point, like how much more austere can I be? Like what do I have to remove from my diet to lower my cholesterol? Like, do I have to like have no olive oil now? Like, I don't even know what I would do.
I mean, I feel like that maybe would have been a good question to ask your doctor.
I'll email him. There's like an app now.
Are you on One Medical? That's the app that I use.
Yeah. It's like, we'll see. It was fine. And I got a tetanus booster, and because I guess I was due. And then I've got to get the shingles vaccine. Which is supposedly brutal. Makes you feel like shit. There's 2 doses. But you got to do that when you turn 50. And then you also got to get the pneumonia vaccine.
Damn.
So I've got that to look forward to. But I did the tetanus while I was there. And then like my left arm really hurts. You get the shot. And then I started to feel like shit. Like yesterday afternoon, I kind of started to feel a little feverish.
Yeah, that'll do it.
So, it's been a great first few days of being 50. But I am lucky that I came through my physical fine. I guess my blood works fine, except for like the slightly elevated LDL. So yeah, I don't know. And then I feel like hopefully I've got, what, actuarially speaking, what is it, like 77 is the average life expectancy for a man?
Really, 77
in America? It's probably
high for women.
Like maybe 80. So if that's the case, then like knock on wood, I've got like another 30 years.
Knock on wood.
Then it'll just be Mira for the culture. Mira, will you eulogize me on the podcast when I die?
Oh yeah, absolutely. I'll eulogize you. In fact, the theme song is just going to be like, the same, but we'll just bleep Brad out of it. Just bleep the word Brad out. And I will eulogize you. I'll say, he was second only to Joe Rogan, and I will avenge him by finding Joe Rogan.
He wore his own branded merchandise in public every day.
He once dragged me on a hike and I almost died.
His remains, per his last will and testament, will be fed to a mountain lion. I do like the idea of my remains being like how they do those like hilltop burial service, or no, it's not even a burial. They just put like in Tibet, they just like put your carcass on a cliff and let the vultures like tear it to pieces.
I mean, I guess that's like natural. I guess that's what we used to do probably before we figured out burning them.
Yeah, it's like the last offering. It's like a selfless gesture to let the animals eat you.
I want to be put in a wood chipper and sprayed into the ocean for the sharks.
There you go.
That's like one way to help the environment. Although my body might be poison, I wouldn't be surprised. It's
probably not even legal in the United States to put a body out on a cliff.
No, you can't just like put a fucking corpse anywhere. They won't even let you keep your like mother's corpse. That's why it was like scary and Psycho when he like had his fucking mom's corpse there.
Just take me to Griffith Park. Just like leave me on the side of the trail.
At my funeral, I want to be stuffed and put into like a photo booth so that people can like take photos with me at my funeral.
They used to do that back in like the Victorian era. You ever seen those creepy photos?
Oh yeah.
Like death photos where they actually like
set the person up like they're alive.
Yeah, or like I want to say they like had the dead person's eyes would be closed, but they would like paint eyes on their eyelids.
Yeah, because it was like white if they tried to open their eyes.
Yeah. So I don't know. I guess I think I just requested, I haven't looked at my will in a long time. I think I requested cremation. I don't really give a shit.
Yeah, I mean, you're dead at that point. Who cares?
Yeah, it's not for me. But maybe I should change it and be like, somehow you've got to find a way to leave me in the wild.
I mean, then they'll just like, cremate you and leave you in the wild.
I want to say Edward Abbey, the author, like he died and his friends just like put him in a truck and like drove out into the desert, just like left him there per his request, but I think it was illegal to do that.
Yeah, that seems illegal. I feel like that can't like be great to just have like a decomposing body in the desert, although there's a lot of them from what I've read online.
Yeah, I mean, like that's what you're supposed to do. You take the body out into the desert. The desert is a good place for a body to decompose. There's nobody out there.
Look, Brad, I will go to the morgue and I will steal your body. I'll put it in the back of a van and I will drive you out to the desert and I will dump your corpse there because that's how much I care as a friend.
Yeah. I wonder I guess in California it would be vultures. Like if you left my body on like a cliff.
It'd probably be vultures, right? Or like a mountain lion.
Or a mountain lion. That's actually probably what it would be eventually, or at least there'd be some combination of like vultures and mountain lions feeding on me.
I guess like depending on where you drop the body, right? Like if you like dropped the body in Griffith Park when P22 or whatever was loose, it would definitely be a mountain lion.
That would be so hardcore. That's a good way to go.
Yeah, that would be pretty cool, actually. It's like a unique way to go, at least.
Well, speaking of animals feeding on human beings, yesterday, like we're actually recording this a day late, once again, because Mira had like a chaotic day yesterday. Can you tell us a little bit about what happened?
Jesus fucking Christ. Like, I don't know. I'm like, I have some kind of curse on me or something. I woke up yesterday and like, I woke up at like, it was like 6 a.m. I woke up to pee. And I'm like, half asleep. I've got earplugs in, like, Tyler's snoring. I like kind of like bleary eyed. And then I look down at my bed and like it's moving and there's little black dots all over it. And I'm like, my first thought immediately, and this is probably your first thought too, Brad and listeners, I was like, okay, I'm hallucinating, right? Like I like woke up and now I'm hallucinating. Like maybe this is it. Maybe this is like the moment we've all been waiting for. Well, I finally have a psychotic break. Maybe I'm dreaming. Who knows, but I do know that hallucinations often start with seeing bugs in your periphery. And so I was like, okay, well, I'm hallucinating. I looked at it for a little while longer and I was like, okay, I don't think I'm hallucinating. And I go and I start kind of pushing Tyler to wake him up. And he's like, what? And I just said ants. And he's like, what? And I was like, ants. I couldn't really find a way to say any word besides ants. And then he looks up and he's like, ants. And ants were fucking swarming my bed. And I want to be very clear here. I have a very strict no eating in the bedroom policy. We only eat outside of the bedroom. The bed is not a place for eating. We do not do that.
I respect that.
Thank you. I am okay with having some kind of, I don't know, shit on the floor or whatever, not food. I don't fuck with that. I don't want bugs. I don't want whatever. So the ants and it was not the first time. We have had, it was the most extreme time by a lot, but we've had mysterious ant swarms coming into the bedroom before. Last time, it was the kind that bite, and that was really bad. But it was way less ants. This was like hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of ants. And we could not even find where they had entered the room. Normally there's like a trail and then they're like on something. There was no trail. They were just like dispersed on the wall and then like mostly on the bed. It was like we have no fucking idea why. It was just a fucking mystery. And so like I, wake up at 6 a.m. and I'm like, okay, like, I don't know, like I'm being swarmed with like horrifying ants. Like it's the movie Hereditary and like my life is hell. And I swear to God, I am 2 more unexplained bug infestations away from becoming religious. Like I don't know what the explanation is. Like, it's like, okay, I'm at my grandma's house. A literal beehive drops, bees swarm the house. Recently, my mom came home to her house. The entire house was covered in bees. No idea how the bees got in there. And then several ant swarms on my bed. Like, I must have upset a low-level witch and now there's a curse on me. Like, I have no fucking idea, but something is wrong.
Mira is the most chaotic person that I have ever met.
If I had $1 for every time I have heard that from somebody.
It's literally at the point where like every week I'm like, what's it going to be? Like, how's she going to what chaotic thing is going to happen that's going to cause her to not be able to podcast? And I feel like Mira is permanently in Mercury retrograde and that somehow the bugs sense it and they are responding to your vibrations.
Honestly, that seems right. I mean, I think that's like as good of an explanation as like, a witch cursed me. Like, I don't think that I upset a witch. I think witches normally like me. I mean, it's certainly not the first time that somebody has said I'm the most chaotic person they've ever met. I have to assume that the first time was like the midwife who delivered me, to one look at me and was like, that's the most chaotic person I've ever met. Just like, I had a look in my eye. I absolutely, I don't know what it is. I am attracting wild animals like Snow White, except the animals don't like me like Snow White and they're gross.
Wait, are you scared of bugs? Like some people have like a thing, where they're like terrified of like spiders or bugs or.
I feel like I should be the kind of person who's afraid of bugs. Like I'm deathly afraid of rodents. Like if I'm like near a mouse, like I will lose my fucking mind. I will start crying. But I was a Venice Beach dirt child who was raised by a 19-year-old single mother. Like I was like in the fucking weeds. Like I was in the backyard in the fucking mud picking up worms. Like I would like, I went to school in the Palisades, which is like right near the Santa Monica Mountains where you were. And there was like a little pond thing. After school, I would just go in there and I would get like my fucking arms deep, just like muddy with fucking like picking up frogs. I'm extremely unafraid of bugs. And in fact, when Tyler and I first got married, he was like, we were like sitting at the table and like, there was like some kind of bug. It was like not a fly. It was maybe like a moth or something that like landed on the table. And I just took my bare hand and I just swatted it. And Tyler was like, what the fuck was that? And I was like, there was a bug. I killed it. And he was like, with your bare hand, you just fucking smacked a bug? Like what? And that was like the first time that I realized that like I was like so unafraid of bugs that it was abnormal. And growing up in Venice, there were like a lot of bugs in Venice. It's like, I don't know if it's like the moisture from the ocean or what, but there's like just more bugs in Venice. Like at this point in my life, I don't even really like nature very much, but when I was really little. Like, there's a story that my mom loves to tell where I'm in the house. I'm like, toddler age. I can walk around and like say a few words, but that's about it. And my mom goes into like just like the other room next door to get the laundry out of the machine. Then she comes back and I'm gone. And she's like, oh my fucking God, where is the baby? What do I do? And she's looking around the house. I'm not in the house. Doesn't know what to do. Eventually, the neighbors come knocking at the door, holding me. I'm covered in dirt. And they said, we found her outside. They had a dirt pile because they were making a garden. And they said, I found her outside on top of the dirt pile, putting dirt in her hair. So, yeah, no, I'm extremely unafraid of bugs. And only recently did Tyler decide that he was going to be the bug killer in the house instead of me.
So you did, yeah. What do you do? Like, how do you respond to this infestation aside from canceling the podcast on me at like 7 o'clock in the morning?
Yeah, so I canceled the podcast at 7 o'clock in the morning. I sent you video proof in case you didn't believe me that ants were swarming my bed, although that would be a really crazy lie to invent. That's like, I don't think I'm even creative enough for a lie like that. My first reaction was kind of just to be like tired and confused and just like wake up Tyler and not be able to get anything out of my mouth besides ants. Ants. Not because I'm afraid, but because I'm just like brain dead in the morning. And luckily Tyler kindly was like, okay. And he like got the fucking killer spray or whatever and just killed all the ants with the spray. And then we stripped the sheets and put them in the fucking washing machine. And
did you see where they were coming in? Like, could you tell where
No, that's the freakiest part. That's like what's so weird. It's like I'm used to like ants and how they work. You can put some poison in their entrance point. These ants were just all over the place. I looked everywhere. I looked inside and outside for like a trail. No fucking trail. Just a swarm.
And you killed them. You just killed them all.
Just killed them all. I will murder all of the ants and I will destroy their homes. I want to be like the state of Israel, but for ants.
As a Buddhist, I don't kill insects. I gently scoop them up and take them outside.
Yeah. In fact, when I texted Brad, he chided me for not scooping up each individual ant and taking them outside. He said that I am killing actual life and that according to Peter Singer, every life is worth the same, and therefore I committed a genocide and will be tried at the Hague.
I do feel bad, like, because I'm not perfect. Like sometimes I'll just like, step on an ant or whatever. I'm trying to like scoop them up and I accidentally kill them. And like other times I'll be busy and there'll be like some bug and I'll just like kind of mindlessly swat it and kill it. And I'll be like, what am I doing? I just killed this fucking creature for no reason.
That's crazy you even think about it.
I do. The only kind of bug that I feel like it's justifiable to kill is a mosquito. I feel like mosquitoes are just universally reviled.
They're terrible. And like literally you can look it up. There are many like reasonable scientists who claim that we can literally wipe out like every breed of mosquito that bites people and it will not negatively affect the environment.
Yeah. So like, why not do that? We have mosquitoes in our backyard. Like I live in Los Angeles, so we don't have to deal with mosquitoes, and yet they're here somehow.
Yeah, they're here. I mean, they fucking bite the shit out of me too. I fucking hate mosquitoes so much.
Yeah, they're the worst. But otherwise, I try to be gentle and take the bugs outside and save their lives.
Yeah, mosquitoes kind of are like don't count. I feel like mosquitoes just, if it's a bug that is like gonna bite you, like you just fucking kill it.
That's right.
Except for spiders. I try to save spiders.
Oh, totally. I don't kill spiders.
In fact, all like, I guess like what comes along with being just like a Venice Beach dirt child is like that I also like do not feel bad for killing various bugs. I'm just like, whatever, kill bugs, kill the fish. I have no guilt about that. Like, it's totally fine. But spiders, I actually really do try to not kill. I like spiders. I have some affection for spiders.
Well, we did hear from Angry Adam.
We did hear from Angry Adam. Angry Adam is back, folks. We have not listened to his recording because we love to listen to it with you, our lovely listeners, for the first time. So allow me to pull up our Angry Adam.
Hey, it's Angry Adam. I did not take the week off because I didn't have anything to be angry about. I'm overwhelmed by my anger and my fingers swelled up and I wasn't able to use my phone, but Brad, nobody wants to hear about your fucking hikes anymore. Seriously. Who gives a shit. You're like walking down a dirty, dusty road. You're not even in the mountains. You're just like hiking around the back alleys of Hollywood, doing dumpster diving for like vegan pupusas or something. You have that stupid stick. Your fucking dog is a tragic, neurotic shit show. The woman that you kicked off of the thing and off of the trail and had her rescued by a helicopter is just virtue signaling. I'm sorry, but like you hate obese people. She was probably trying to take an Ozempic shot on the trail, and you just kicked her down there. Your men shamed her in front of the helicopter pilots and the paramedics. LA is trying to rebuild, Brad, and you're trying to tear down, and we're all sick of it. We need to make America great again, but also, most importantly, we need to make America safe from Brad and his judgments. I don't know. That's about it. I hope that's angry enough for you. That's just the tip of the anger iceberg. There's still 7 days of anger lurking below the surface. More soon. Goodbye.
Wow.
Welcome so back for to people, Angry Adam.
Yeah, he's back with a vengeance. For people listening, I was party to a helicopter rescue while hiking a couple of weeks ago, and I talked about it in the last episode. That's what he's responding to.
He pushed a woman off a cliff just so that he could go on the podcast and say that he saved somebody's life, but also that she shouldn't be taking Ozempic on the trail.
The thing is, I was nowhere near her when she fell, just for the record.
Yeah, I'm so sure. Right. And the Zodiac Killer was nowhere nearby that couple either. So, I understand. And
I saved her life. She owes me her life.
I was not even near that bag of drugs, officer. That was in the backseat of my car.
All right, Mira, let's talk about popular culture. What do we have to discuss today that's happening?
Well, so our stories today begin with a story that we covered last week, and I assume a story we'll be covering next week, and the week after that, and the week after that, and the week after that, which is Sydney Sweeney and her big titty honkers. So just at the top, I want to start with a slight correction. She is from Idaho, not Spokane.
No.
You said.
You have it backwards.
Oh, backwards.
I said she was from Idaho, and in fact, she's from Spokane, Washington.
Right.
And I think in my defense, the reason I said that is because I had seen, when I was prepping for the show, I had seen some vacation photos of her in Idaho on like a jet ski. So I conflated the two, but she's actually from Spokane, which I think is like slightly less fascist than Idaho.
I mean, I feel like the difference is like negligible. Like it's like Diet Coke and Coke Zero,
Yeah. But I think they're like small, like gradations of difference. Like I feel like Spokane is like slightly less like militant or something.
Yeah, I mean, Coca-Cola fans will tell you that there's a difference between Diet Coke and Coke Zero too. So I don't know. Now I'm going to get the Coca-Cola fans and the Spokane fans angry at us in the voice memos.
Yeah, we have a huge listenership in the militia movement, and I'm sure they're going to take umbrage.
That's right.
What is this this video? Speaking
God.
of militias, like there's a video that went viral. I don't think it's even new. I think it's just kind of it's like a recycled video of her that has gone viral because it has been revealed that, with this, she did this American Eagles like eugenics ad where she's talking about good genes and being blonde and
minor
blue-eyed.
blow.
Yeah. And then this video recycles, and there's like talk about her political leanings, and then this like video of her at a gun range.
And she's kind of like, it's like a gun range, but she's like, not just like where you're like in a booth shooting. She like seems like she's doing some kind of like tactical training where she's like going across and like hitting various different like targets that are shaped like people, like different like mannequins and shit like that. And the caption said that she was training for her next project, which is like very ominous. Like it leads me to assume like her next project is like a mass shooting.
She's gonna snap, just take people out.
Yeah, like her next project is like a serious hate crime. Like I don't like it is like certain. Like if I posted a video of myself like shooting targets and then said like this is my next, or I said what next project, training for my next project, I think people would call the police on me. I think they would be like, she's like a serious danger to herself and others.
Yeah, I feel like the FBI would knock on your door. And it makes me think, like watching this video of her shooting a weapon and like thinking about celebrity culture as it presently exists, that if Sydney Sweeney like really wanted to like blow up the internet and like just like explode her fame even to even greater extents than it's all, then she's already famous. Like if she just filmed herself like topless firing an AR-15, I feel like MAGA men, like the incel men of MAGA, would like jerk themselves off to death. Like it would become like a mass death event. It would be so electrifying for that like portion of the population.
Yeah, it'd be kind of like a modern day like Sodom and Gomorrah, or maybe more like Exodus, just in that a lot of the MAGA who would die probably also own Jewish slaves.
Yeah, she would be beatified. It would become like over time like a biblical, like mythical event, and she would be remembered as like a fascist saint, I feel like.
She'd be remembered as like a complicated individual, like Oppenheimer style. Like, yeah, she was a fascist, but it was complicated.
But I mean, really, it's like Sydney Sweeney topless firing an AR-15 is, I think, the crystallization of everything that these people want. It's like, I don't think there's anything that could surpass it. I think it's just the pinnacle.
Sydney's gun show.
That's right. It'd be remembered for centuries. And I think as I mentioned earlier, in a related way, her voter registration was revealed. And she registered as a Republican in the state of Florida.
In the year 2024 is when she registered Republican. So let's be clear. It's not that like she was 18 and her parents were Republican and that's what she did. Like it was last year, like registered to vote for Trump.
And like also she lives in Florida.
Yeah. Oh yeah. She bought like a multi-million-dollar mansion in Florida.
That's because they don't have property, or they don't have state income tax.
Yep. That's exactly right. And that's why anybody moves to Florida. It's not for the culture. I'll tell you that much.
So I guess the question then is she like really political? Like she doesn't strike me as somebody who knows much about politics or cares all that much, but maybe that's a ruse.
I mean, can she like read? Because she certainly can't pronounce words, not to like be an anti-feminist, but like you just fucking this ad, it's like she's not pronouncing consonants. So I'm not actually convinced that she knows like what's going on around her.
Yeah. Could she even read her voter registration form? Does she even know what she's doing? She's filling in bubbles.
She's just thinking in her head, like, it determines genetics, even eye color.
I'm a Republican.
I think I'm going to vote for Trump.
But here's a question.
Yeah.
Because I feel like Hollywood is traditionally to the left. And, especially now with things being so fucking twisted, and it's also like just kind of like flatly stupid to support this guy. Like, what are you doing?
Yeah.
Like, this is crazy. This is of an anti-democratic, like, lunatic who like...
I mean, it's morally stupid, but career-wise, it might not be a stupid move in terms of making money, unfortunately.
Yeah. But I mean, here's a question, though. In Hollywood, when it comes to, like, getting roles, if you are discovered to be a fascist, like, is it going to... like ruin your chances of being in movies? Like, will the Hollywood left now like blackball her because it's been revealed that she's like a Trumper?
I mean, I'm going to say no, because this is a classic case of big titty privilege. I think that like big titty honkers will get you very far in life. And I think that she is using her big titty privilege to the greatest extent that she possibly can. And I think that, because of that, I think that Hollywood will simply forget that she is like a little bit of a fascist.
Yeah, it's interesting. Like, I feel like those boobs, they have like a hypnotic effect on people. And like Rob Reiner and who are the men of the Hollywood left? It's like Rob Reiner, Sean Penn.
Mark Ruffalo.
Mark Ruffalo. They're powerless against her boobs. Like, even though they want to ostracize her, like she just walks into the room and they're just like,
it's just kryptonite for them. They just fucking like fall to their knees like Superman.
It's her Iron Dome. She's got 2 Iron Domes.
She's more powerful than the state of Israel because Israel only has 1. She's got 2. She neutralizes like anybody who is attracted to women in a like 10-mile radius of her.
Yeah, it'll be interesting to see like if she ever comments on it or if there's any fallout that's like detectable or publicized. But I
think that if she was going to comment on it, she would have by now. I think that she is taking, appropriately, she is taking the Roy Cohn method of publicity, which is just never admit fault, never say you've done something wrong.
Yeah.
Which is honestly kind of the best advice as a publicist that you could like give to your client. Like, I think that if I wanted to be really evil, like I could just become a crisis publicist and I could tell everybody, don't say a word. And like, I would be incredibly successful at my job.
Well, yeah, the cycle is so crazy. Like the news cycle is so relentless that things like people get all stirred up for like a day or two and then it's gone.
Yeah. So and once you admit you did something wrong, then everybody gets to say you did something wrong, even you admitted it.
Yeah, exactly. That's like, I mean, it's kind of twisted, but I've had this thought in the past, and I think I've even said it before, like maybe on this show, that like, even if like an apology is warranted, like I've gone through this in my personal life. Sometimes like when you say you're sorry to somebody or you're like, hey, I just want to say I did this thing and I want to apologize for it. It actually backfires. Like before the person wasn't even mad at you, but once you apologize, then suddenly they feel justified in being aggrieved and like pissed off at you.
Right. It kind of like reveals like an intention or something. Like they like weren't pissed off because they, just assumed like you weren't trying to do something bad, but then you apologize and they're like, oh, well, his intention like was actually to do a bad thing. So now I'm mad.
Yeah. Yeah. So I was not surprised at all to learn that Donald Trump waded into the debate on the American Eagle ad. It's like the most predictable shit ever.
Yeah, and he just is like, the fact that he's aware of it, like, Jesus Christ, this man, like, he could be on Brad and Mira for the culture. He's so aware of the culture.
Yeah, he would love our show, I feel like. But like, I guess he wouldn't like it because we don't praise him. But I think he's going to invite her to the White House.
Oh, Jesus.
Honestly, like, that might be the point of no return for her, because if she gets that invite, like, what do you say? Like, I'm
either
too busy.
You decline it or you accept it. And either way, you're going to make everyone mad. Either you accept it and you make the libs mad, or you decline it and you make MAGA angry.
Yeah.
He's going to force her into a corner. Like, and like, if she actually does it, it is going to be like the most uncomfortable experience of her entire life. Like, Trump's going to be like, so, like, what cup size are you? Would you say like it's like a C, like, or is it like more of like a D? Like, many people are saying that she's too old at the ripe age of 27, but I tell them, look, don't worry. The age cutoff for Miss America is 27. She's still got one more year in her, folks.
I mean, yeah, it's going to happen. He's going to invite her. I mean, I feel like she would be the ultimate coup, like as a torch bearing, like no pun intended, or I guess pun intended, like a torch bearing member of like the MAGA tribe. She's like the feminine ideal, right? For that set.
Yeah. Or like, I mean, I think like the most possible ideal situation would be like Taylor Swift announcing that she's a white supremacist actually, and that she's got to take side with the MAGAs. But Sydney Sweeney's like a close second.
Yeah. Trump is so mad that Taylor Swift is not MAGA. Like, he knows that she wields like cultural power, and he's just like, he's so angry that she does not like glorify him. Yeah,
he fucking hates it. So he like went for another famous, beautiful blonde who is a little bit more accepting of him. I think she might get the Presidential Medal of Freedom in 2028.
I think 2028 is probably like between now and then. I think she gets the Presidential Medal of Freedom for the work that she's done in eugenics and phrenology. And she's going to be named a U.S. ambassador at some point
to the soon-to-be created independent state of Palm Beach.
That's right. She'll live there. She'll live at Mar-a-Lago.
And it won't actually be her who is the ambassador, but technically it's her boobs that are the ambassador.
I mean,
her tits are going to get separate citizenship from her. So our next story actually also involves a woman famous for her big titties. I would say maybe like the original woman who was famous for her big titties after Marilyn Monroe, which is Pamela Anderson. Our favorite girl, America's most perfect girl, Pamela Anderson, who we love.
I love her. I love her so much.
I love her so much.
Yeah, she said, ever since I watched the Pamela Anderson documentary, which if you haven't watched it,
watch it.
I think it's on Netflix. It's so worth it. The thing I love about her is that A, she's an underdog, and then B, everybody, myself included, like misread her.
Underestimated her. Her existence is incredibly revealing of like the way that America views women. Like they took one look at her and they were like, you're stupid, you're probably mean, you're vapid, just because she was hot and blonde and had big titties.
And like, you know, did a sex tape with Tommy.
I mean, a non-consensual sex tape with Tommy, though. It wasn't her.
Oh, that's right. That just got, there was like a movie about how that sex tape got released.
Yeah, it was just like him leaking the sex tape. He just took a sex tape and leaked it because he was a bad person. But love Pamela Anderson, and now she seems to have a much nicer guy in Liam Neeson. They are
who I also like.
Yeah, I mean, I don't really know like almost anything about him, but like now that he's making Pamela Anderson happy, I love him.
Well, I think you know, Liam Neeson's wife, Natasha Richardson, they had like a longish happy marriage. They were married probably for 20 years or something. And then she died tragically when she was skiing and she fell and hit her head.
Oh,
do you remember that?
Jesus, that's fucked up. I didn't know that.
Yeah, so he was devastated.
Oh, like, he's a widow too? Oh my God.
That's what makes it so great.
That's so sweet.
Yeah, so he's been grieving. Like he didn't date at all for 16 years.
Holy shit. So Pamela Anderson is like the first person he's dated since his wife died?
I mean, I don't know. I don't know that like the...
Or like dated publicly detail. At least. Like
yeah, like he just has been sort of laying low and making movies. And I think he was very sad. And I want to say like a couple of years ago in an interview, somebody asked him like, are you ever going to date again? And he was like, it's over. Like Natasha was the one.
Wow.
Like that part of my life is over, in his like breathy voice. And then like he's doing The Naked Gun and he and Pamela, you know, are in the movie together and they sort of fall in love. And like, I'm pulling for them, both of them. I think they're great together and I hope it works out.
I mean, they're just like my favorite celebrity couple. I'm so pulling for them. There is like nothing that I love more than old people in love, enjoying their golden years together. Like they just seem so happy, and like Pamela Anderson deserves that happiness. She was with that motherfucker for a long time who treated her like shit. And it seems like Liam Neeson deserves it too. He's a fucking widow. I mean, that is like so sweet. And the fact that it was like, of all the things, they were filming The Naked Gun is just so funny and adorable. They're just like made like this like ridiculous movie that's like full of gags and they're just like falling in love on set. Like what a vibe.
Yeah, I mean, it's funny. Like, I feel like The Naked Gun revival is well timed. Like, things are so fucked up. It's like we just need like the dumbest possible humor as like relief.
I mean, truly, I haven't seen it yet because honestly, I've been worried. Like, I just saw The Naked Gun for the first time so recently, the original one, that I'm concerned that it's not gonna stack up in comparison, and I need to like forget the original Naked Gun a little bit. But I've heard it's actually insanely good. So I'll probably see it sometime this week.
Yeah, it's a big hit. So I got to say, since that's like a rule of this program, whenever we have seen a celebrity in the wild, we have to spill the beans. And I did many, many years ago see Liam Neeson and Natasha Richardson out to dinner.
Wow. What restaurant?
I want to say, I was trying to remember this when I thought about it. I think it was there was, at least back in the day, a steakhouse called Boa.
Mm-hmm.
And it was
still around.
It used to be, yeah, but it used to be in a different spot. It started in this hotel on Sunset Boulevard. It's kind of like a cheesy.
It's like a Brazilian steakhouse, right?
I don't know. It was really good, but and I used to go to these restaurants. Like, we had friends who had these like corporate expense accounts. That's why I went to all these restaurants.
Oh yeah, classic.
So I was there, and Liam Neeson and Natasha Richardson walked in and took a table out on the balcony.
Wow. I think Liam Neeson is a very good example of somebody who just, you can meet him for 2 seconds and you can tell that his penis is large. Like just 2 seconds of him talking, I'm like, yeah, that makes sense.
Mira, why do you say that?
Just him walking into a room, you could just tell like there's just weight between his legs.
Yeah, well, that's actually true. I mean, like,
is it actually like a thing?
Well, yeah, it's a thing. I mean, there's lots of rumors, like to the point where it's like seems pretty close to a lock that it's true. But apparently, he's he's hung like an elephant.
Wow.
And that seems interesting to me because Tommy Lee, Pamela Anderson's ex and the father of her children, also famously has an enormous dick. So this is all she's ever known.
I mean, look, she accepts the dicks that she deserves. I mean, good for her. You know, she's not going to accept some fucking subpar dick. She's literally Pamela Anderson.
Yeah, she wouldn't even know what to do with like an average penis.
Yeah, she'd be like, "What's that? Like, what I don't understand. What is it? Can you explain it to me?"
Yeah, I only play with penises that are as big as a baby's arm. You know, that's it.
As she should. I mean, a woman of her stature, she should not be messing with average penises. Absolutely not.
Speaking of average penises, did you see this story where Pamela Anderson, I don't know how recent it was, but she was talking about her past and how Sylvester Stallone tried to like seduce her, and he said that this was when she was really young, and he told her that he would buy her a condo if she slept with him.
Jesus fucking Christ. I mean, on one hand, like I respect a man who is so down bad for somebody like that. Like when a man is like that down bad, I do like kind of have a soft spot for them. Like I think the best state that a man could be in is just being like absolutely like ruined by a beautiful woman, like hitting yourself in the head with a big mallet Looney Tune style. But this is very pathetic. I mean, this is crazy. Like she is literally Pamela Anderson and you're like gonna buy her a condo. You say she can buy her own damn condo. Like what the fuck, dude? Like offer something better. Offer her a house or a fucking horse or something like that. Jesus. Like clearly no riz. I mean, this guy, like, he's like literally Sylvester Stallone and he like doesn't have the riz to even like try to hit on Pamela Anderson without offering her a condo. Why would she want a condo?
By the way, Sylvester Stallone is MAGA too. He moved to Palm Beach. That's where he lives now.
The independent state of Palm Beach. That checks out. That really checks out. I mean, she could probably just like smell like the small dick energy on Sylvester Stallone immediately too. That's probably why he offered her the condo, because he knew that he didn't have anything else to offer. Yeah,
I don't feel like he's hung like Liam.
No.
I think that the fact that he's still like bodybuilding into his 80s, that just, nobody does that if they have a penis like that's as big as Liam Neeson's penis. Like it just seems like the kind of thing that people with big penises never do.
Yeah, I mean, if you've got a dick like Liam Neeson, like you are not offering anybody a condo to fuck. That's just like, no, you don't do that. Like if you need to offer somebody a condo for them to have sex with you, like not only is your penis small, but like something is just wrong in general with you. And like, you should probably figure out what it is.
Yeah.
I mean, not that there's anything wrong with like buying the woman that you're sleeping with a condo. In fact, everybody should do that. I think that's great. But to want to sleep with somebody who is not a sex worker so badly that you're going to offer to buy them a condo is super, super pathetic.
She must have, I mean, like we talked about this last week about how Sydney Sweeney's got to have the most awkward interactions with male fans.
Oh my God.
It's got to be just painful. But like Pamela Anderson's been through all this.
Like more
that
than
was her life.
Like anybody, and like gone through it in a time when like people were much worse like than they are today. Like people were like men were much, much more inappropriate than they are even today. Like she's been through it.
Well, that's the thing. And the thing is that she's this deep, thoughtful, like I was watching a video not too long ago and she's talking about how she loves the work of Carl Jung and like was like talking very knowledgeably about his books and how she went to Switzerland and actually visited his house and met his grandson and like went into his old study and it still smelled like pipe smoke. And I mean, she's like a fangirl of Carl Jung.
I mean, my grandma, when she was doing the costumes for Barbed Wire, said that Pamela Anderson was just like reading voraciously the entire time, just like reading at any downtime that she had when she wasn't reading the script.
I don't know. It's just she did Playboy, and then, you know, she didn't, in some ways, she sort of cultivated the image of like the bimbo or whatever, the traditional
Good
bimbo
marketing.
with like the platinum blonde hair and the boob job. And, you know, she's on Baywatch and she's on, you know, in Playboy and everything.
It's a classic move for many smart women like Marilyn Monroe, Paris Hilton. They did it too.
Yeah. And I feel like, you know, guys being guys just like make these assumptions about who she is based on this. Like, oh, you're in Playboy, like you're a slut.
Yeah. Beautiful women can't be smart.
I just think it's great that she and Liam Neeson are in love. I hope it sticks. I really do. I would love that for them.
Yeah, I love that for them. I love that they both seem so happy. It's like incredible. Like they are so charming together that like this might be like the first movie press tour that's ever existed that like doesn't make me want to kill myself.
Well, and it's also real. Like it seems real.
It's
like I'm sort of over the whole like pretend love affair as part of the PR campaign. Like where Lady Gaga and Bradley Cooper are like pretending to be in love when they were promoting A Star Is Born. And then I've seen this happen.
Yeah, Sydney Sweeney and Glenn Powell. And like this, this really shows how obviously fake the other ones were, because you see this and you don't even think for a second, oh, this is set up for the movie. Like they clearly are in love.
And like kind of like puppy love. Like there's something sort of like teenager-ish about it. They're like head over heels for each other.
Yeah, they're like in like a like adorable honeymoon phase. Like they just fucking love each other. They're just like, oh my God, I found like the perfect man/woman. Like beautiful.
And I think like maybe for both of them, they probably both might have given up on the possibility.
Yeah, no, I think both of them, it seems like they had kind of both just accepted that they would like, you know, be happy on their own for the rest of their life. And like, that was okay. Like, I think like, I get the vibe that Pamela Anderson like genuinely was completely fine with just like not being married to a man or not having a man in her life. And I think like Liam Neeson, it seems like he was just fine being a widow and was like, I'm done. I found love in my life and it's over. But then they found love with each other. And like, that is so sweet. If nothing makes me cry like old people being in love. Like it is just, I think it's like the most touching thing ever.
It's never too late.
You know what? It's never too late. You could find your Liam Neeson. I don't think we have a lot of senior citizen listeners, but well, Brad's a senior citizen now, so
that's right.
You know, hey,
that's right.
So speaking of senior citizens, weirdly, our next story is about Rod Stewart, who did like the weirdest fucking thing. I really did not see this coming. So Rod Stewart, who apparently is both still alive and still performing, did his tour featured visuals that were like in the big screen behind him, what appears to be Ozzy Osbourne with a selfie stick, taking selfies with Kurt Cobain, Tupac, and I'm probably going to pronounce this wrong, XXXTentacion. And like this combo, this sentence that I just said is like not a sentence that I ever in a million years thought that I would utter. Like,
wait. So Rod Stewart is performing a concert. Do we know what song he was singing when this happened? Like he's singing to his audience live, and then on the video screen, there's like AI generated video of like Ozzy Osbourne holding a selfie stick with Tupac.
Yeah, Tupac, Kurt Cobain, XXXTentacion, who like I think like beat up his pregnant girlfriend before he died, and like a bunch of other like dead artists. It is insane.
There's no way that Rod Stewart came up with this. He probably didn't even. He's so old. He probably didn't even know it was in the plans. Like he's just up there singing.
He probably thought they were real photos. Like I don't even know. It is. Not only is it like tasteless, obviously, it's also just completely like I feel like I'm schizophrenic. Just the fact that this exists and that like I'm saying it out loud, I feel like I'm hallucinating. Like with the ants, it's. Why did Rod Stewart do this of all people? Whose idea was this? Just what the fuck in general? I cannot even begin to understand the logic behind this. There is a 0% chance that Rod Stewart knows who XXXTentacion is. Like less than zero.
I mean, the necrophilia of all of this AI shit.
Okay, so I'm going to stop you right there. Necrophilia is when you fuck a dead body, so that might not be exactly what you mean.
Well, but that's what I mean.
Oh, okay.
It's like there's something exploitative about taking a dead person and like running them through AI for entertainment purposes. Yeah. And like I feel like this is just the beginning. Like we're going to see someday, and like the estates of these like Hollywood celebrities of today, like their heirs are going to sell. Like they already have deals in place.
Yeah. I mean,
where like some actor is going to die and his kids will be able to license his AI likeness in commercials and movies. And so you're going to be able to see like Jean-Claude Van Damme, like in some fucking movie, like 100 years from now. And It's so weird.
It's so fucking weird and insidious and just like bad for everyone's psyche. I mean, I remember vividly, I will never forget being at Coachella in, I want to say 2008, 2009, something like that. I went with my parents. My brother and I were just on the Coachella fields. And there were like rumors going around. People were kind of like telling each other, like, did you hear that there's going to be a Tupac hologram performing tonight when Snoop Dogg headlines? And I was like, everybody is like on drugs. You've all taken the same LSD that's giving you a mutual hallucination. Like, are you fucking stupid? What is wrong with everybody? Absolutely not. Lo and behold, there we are. We're watching Snoop Dogg. Dr. Dre comes out, and then Tupac hologram. And later I would end up working for the guy whose idea it was to make the Tupac hologram. And let me tell you, he was a coked up maniac with bad ideas. I cannot believe that the family of Tupac would have allowed that. I have to assume that like Ozzy's family didn't allow this, although I don't know. It is so fucking weird. Just don't bring the dead people back. They're dead. Let them be dead. If someone makes an AI of me after I die, mark my words, I will come back and haunt your ass.
My kids will one day be able to feed all of my podcasts.
I will haunt them if they do that to you.
And they'll be able to like recreate my voice and just talk to me.
I mean, we are so close to there being like a hotline that you can call to like talk to your dead grandma. Just be like, oh, I'm just going to call this hotline. I'm going to talk to like Brad after he dies.
Yeah, I mean, I think that's honestly already starting to happen. Like, do you see that Jim Acosta thing? I think he's formerly of CNN, but he's like a news guy. And I want to say he did an interview with an AI version. Like, this is with the parents' permission. Like, the parents of this kid who I think died in a mass shooting.
Oh my God.
Allowed Jim Acosta to interview an AI version of the kid.
No.
Like, yes.
Dude. Okay. So
I think that's what I think.
By the way,
levels. I think that's what happened. I'm not 100% sure.
I mean, so many levels of just like insane people. Like, you have to have like somebody who had the idea to interview an AI dead child. And then you have like the guy who's like, I'm going to do the interview of the AI dead child. The parents saying, yeah, you can make my dead child into AI. And then this fucking CNN people being like, yeah, we're going to approve you talking to an AI dead child. What the fuck? Is everybody high? Like, and where do I get the drugs? I don't understand. How could anyone think that's a good idea?
Yeah, I don't know. But I feel like that's what's coming. And people, it's kind of like, you ever see the movie Pet Sematary? Or did you ever read that book?
Of course.
It's kind of like that. Like, people are so attached, for understandable reasons to their loved ones that it's going to be irresistible to like recreate and to have some sort of contact, even if it's artificial.
Have you ever seen that meme that's like, it's like a cake and written on it was like, thanks for reanimating me. Sorry, I came back wrong.
No. What is it from? What is it? Is it like a Pet Sematary reference?
Yeah, basically. Like it's a Pet Sematary reference. Like, and for those who don't know what Pet Sematary is, it is a Stephen King book where you bury your pets in a cemetery and then they come back wrong, or your child in the case of the book.
Yeah,
they're going to do that with Ozzy Osbourne.
Well, I mean, Rod Stewart, for some reason felt like he needed to be at the forefront of like bringing Ozzy back to life. And it was making me think as we were preparing, there's like a tweet. I think I'm remembering a tweet from a long time ago that I read that made me laugh, where somebody was like talking about Rod Stewart and his famous song, like Maggie May. You know that song?
Mm.
And how, like, if you actually sit and listen to the lyrics, it's a song. And like, nobody has ever said this like that. I think that's what the tweet was. It was like, nobody has ever really acknowledged the fact that the song Maggie May is about a man like loudly singing to a woman who's dead asleep, trying to, he's like, wake up, Maggie. I think I have something. Like, who does this? Like, what kind of guy sits at a bedside with a guitar and just starts like bellowing into some woman's ear?
I mean, it is every woman's worst nightmare. Like, I honestly think, and like, I'm in like a long, happy marriage. I think that if Tyler did that twice, I would divorce him.
That would be it.
That'd be it. That would be the end. If you busted out a guitar once, it would be like, okay, like next time you do that, I'm divorcing you. And then the second time, I'm out. I'm taking the dogs. I'm moving back in with my parents. I'm fucking done. Like, no more. It is literally, I think, my worst nightmare. It's like waking up covered in ants with Rod Stewart singing loudly to me.
Wake up, Mira. I think I've got something to say to you.
They should hire him like for people who are coming out of anesthesia to like wake them up. He can just loudly sing in their face. They can look at him confused and horrified.
Yeah, it's a weird song. But I also have a Rod Stewart story.
Oh.
I'll try to be quick about it. But I have a friend who used to be a limo driver back in the day, my buddy James. And one time he was telling me, he's like, he's probably in his 60s. It's like just a guy in the neighborhood. And we talk sometimes when I'm walking the dog. And he was like telling me about being a limo driver. And somehow, he's telling me stories, and somehow, I guess he got to Rod Stewart, but he said that he was driving Rod Stewart and his wife or his girlfriend back to his like Beverly Hills mansion or whatever it is. And they get out of the limo, and I think maybe they were drinking, and they had like a baby, and they get out with their baby, and it's kind of chaotic.
A baby in the limo?
I think so.
Damn.
Yeah. And they go, but they just leave and go into their mansion. They were kind of rude, didn't really say thank you. And then my buddy James kind of drives away, and he starts to like smell something, and he pulls over and like looks in the back, and they've trashed the limo, and there are like shitty diapers. Like their kid had shit itself.
Oh my God.
And they were like changing diapers in the back of the limo and left the dirty diapers in his limo.
Ew.
And James, who has a temper, he's like not one to take shit from anybody.
Literally.
He drove back to Beverly Hills to their house and threw the shitty diapers in their front lawn.
Good for him. That's the kind of revenge that I fully fucking support. Like, get their ass. Yeah. Like, those fucking fuckers. Like, just pick up your baby's dirty diapers. It's not that fucking hard. You don't just get to do that because you're Rod Stewart, of all people.
Yeah. So that's my Rod Stewart story. And speaking of revenge, I think we wrap up today by revisiting the contentious divorce unfolding between Denise Richards and her husband, Aaron Fipers.
That's right.
That's how you pronounce
her insane fucking husband, Aaron Fipers. So the most...
Wait, but to be fair, aren't they both a little insane? I don't know if Denise Richards is like super sane, or you would know better than I.
It's a different brand of insane. Like Denise Richards is insane in terms of like she's probably taking a lot of pills and she's like fucking other housewives, even though she's married. She's like kind of like chaotic and insane. But Aaron Fipers is like insane in the sense that like he believes that cancer is good for you, like that level of insane. So it's,
so where are things? So where are things though with this divorce? What do we have going on?
So there is a restraining order in place that Denise Richards created against Aaron Fipers. And so Denise Richards...
Wait. Did he create the restraining order against her, or did she create it against him?
I believe she created it against him. I think, although I'm probably going to have to get a correction at the end of that.
Either way, there's a restraining order in place.
Yeah, either way, there's a restraining order in place. And so Denise Richards went to his house to pick up her dogs. And I guess because they have a restraining order in place, Aaron Fipers couldn't be there physically. So he left the house when she went to go pick up her dogs.
Yeah, but she's not supposed to be there either, I don't think. Like, they can't be within 100 yards of each other. So just the fact that she showed up...
Right. Was not allowed.
Was not allowed. And then he was like, I don't want to be in violation. I don't want to go to jail. So he's like snuck out of the house and took off.
Right. So he snuck out of the house and he took off because he didn't want to be in violation of the thing, of the of the restraining order. And so what she is now claiming, and I believe this to be true because this guy's out of his fucking goddamn mind, is that he put her dog down. Is that he literally murdered her dog.
He euthanized her dog?
Is that he euthanized her dog. So this article that I'm looking at says that Denise Richards put the fear of God in Aaron's parents because he was living with his parents when the dog was euthanized. And good for her. Put the fucking fear of God in his old ass parents, because I would do a lot worse, honestly, if somebody killed my fucking dog, literally killed my dog. I mean, it's fucking wild. I believe that we actually have some audio from the 911 call that resulted from her dog being murdered by Aaron Fipers. Okay, here we go.
In Calabasas, informant states his ex-wife named Nicole showed up to informant's house, and the ex-wife has a temporary restraining order against the informant. The informant left ex-wife at informant's home with his parents. The informant no longer in area and fears for his parents. Tag is 120.
So yeah, it sounded like she had the temporary restraining order against him,
exactly,
according to that. And so she shows up, and her like his parents are probably like, "Yeah, your dog's not here. He euthanized the dog." And she probably lost her mind.
Yeah, like you would. Like, of course you lose your mind. Like, she shows up, they euthanize the dog. And like Denise Richards, when she wants to be scary, can be really fucking scary. Like, you can tell that if you're like her child and like you were in trouble, like you would be like in fucking trouble. Like when she's like upset in The Housewives and getting upset, like she's really not fucking around. So I believe that she put the fear of God in his parents, and I'm good for her. I'm glad she did.
I mean, it's just so savage to kill. You know, you're in some sort of like breakup and you're angry at your ex, and so you kill her dog.
I mean, that's genuine fucking psycho shit. It's like psychotic.
It's like Fatal Attraction, like when she boiled the bunny kind of thing.
Jesus Christ. Yeah, it is literally fucking Fatal Attraction. I mean, this is just like I'm not going to say he gave her a gift, but he definitely, like, she won the publicity war now. Like, it's over. Like, he killed her dog. She wins. The end. He is absolutely not going to come out of this the good guy.
Yeah, if she doesn't win the publicity war after this, then she's a fool.
Yeah.
Like, this is a slam dunk. Like, she should just be on every talk show weeping and like holding like a framed photo of like her little dog. Do we know what the dog's name was?
No, they didn't mention the name, but it was like
a little dog. It was like a lap dog.
I mean, Jesus fucking Christ. Like, I honest to God think, had he literally murdered one of her children, people would maybe be more forgiving than murdering the dog. America does not accept dog murder. Like, we can accept, like, we'll accept genocide, we'll accept racism, we'll accept, like, fucking spousal abuse, we'll accept child abuse, but, like, we will draw the line at killing a dog.
That's true. That's right. People cannot tolerate. It's like the old Yeller effect. Like, you shoot a dog, like, you're canceled.
Yeah,
you're
that's
done.
it. Like, for life. It's like one of the few things that will cancel you for life. Like, had Kevin Spacey killed a dog, he would be on death row.
Yeah. I mean, how do you respond? Like, if this guy really did this, he kills her dog, and then she goes to his house, like, kind of in a panic, and she's enraged, and she's screaming at his parents and like wondering where her dog is. And then like the reality of it sets in, and you're like, oh my God, he killed my dog. And then you go through the breakup. Like, what do you do? How do you find justice?
I mean, a lot of fucking money. I would be seeking, like, I would instantly be going to several different kinds of therapy. I would be diagnosed with PTSD. Like, I would be diagnosed with clinical depression. Like, I would be in there with 20 psychiatrists testifying to how much this has affected my brain. And I would be seeking millions of dollars in reparations. Like, I would be seeking, like, the kind of emotional compensation that only goes to, I don't know, 9/11 survivors.
If Tyler killed Baby Dog and you went to his parents' house in the desert, I feel like that would be the end.
I mean,
like, I don't think anybody would come out alive.
Yeah, I think that, like, not only would his parents not come out alive, like, I wouldn't come out alive. Like, that's it. Like, everybody's dying. Like, okay, you're gonna kill my dog? That's great. We're all dying now.
Well, it's like, I never saw these movies, but didn't those movies involve like a dead dog?
It's the entire movie. Literally, the entire events of the movie are predicated on the fact that first the mob killed his girlfriend. And he was like, that's horrible. I'm so depressed. Like, oh my God, what do I do with my life? Then they killed his dog, and he was like, revenge time. And it's been him getting revenge on the dead dog for every single movie since.
Okay. That's genius.
It's like why they're so popular. It works so well.
Yeah. I was like, I can't believe nobody's tried to capitalize on this, like, very obvious facet of American culture. Like, just like you said, we'll tolerate anything.
Anything.
Genocide, racism, mass shootings in elementary schools. But if you touch somebody's dog.
Yeah, dude. If you touch somebody's dog. I mean, if a dog had died at Sandy Hook, that dog, everyone would have a framed photo of that dog in their house, and we would all remember his name, and none of us would remember a name of a single child.
Yeah.
Like, that's it. It is, I mean, John Wick has made so much fucking money just capitalizing on the fact that you do not get to kill a dog in America at all. It's just not possible. You, like, if you could get the death sentence for killing a dog, everyone who killed a dog would just automatically get the death sentence, no trial.
I feel like somebody should make a movie of the Denise Richards, Aaron Pfeiffer's divorce, like a dramatization of it.
It'd be like they did the girl version of Ocean's 11. It'll be like the girl version of John Wick.
I mean, it'll be like Kill Bill. It'll be like Kill Bill, but with this
Kill Aaron
woman, coming after her ex-husband, trying to avenge her Yorkie or whatever the fuck,
I mean, look, I'll be right by your side, honestly. I fucking get it. If somebody killed baby dog, I would make it my life's mission to like murder them and their family and their extended family and make sure that their bloodline does not continue.
I mean, yeah, or like if Aaron Pfeiffer's has a dog, or like down the road, let's say he gets like a dog and she finds out.
I would steal it.
I guess, yeah, you're not going to kill it. You don't want to lower yourself.
Yeah, no, but I would take it from him, make sure he never gets to see it again.
Kidnap the dog.
I would like take the dog and I would give it to like a very kind family across the country.
Just disappear it.
Yeah, disappear the dog. Just be like ICE, but for dogs. Oh God, we're going to end on that joke and now I'm going to be fucking so canceled. Unbelievably canceled.
That's it, yeah.
I'm going to be canceled as if I killed a dog myself.
It's called Dice.
Dice.
Mira, it's always fun talking with you and, analyzing popular culture. Thank you to our audience for tuning in yet again. And That's it. We're done.
Bye-bye.